Looking into the cards, looks like all the people in this game are pretty experienced with their gods. Or at least somewhat experienced. Sidon stepped away for a quick moment here, but looking at this, we have Imperious on. Oh, okay. Well, he'll walk you through who has who, and we'll just have a fun time with it here.
Waiting for them to load in, so I can actually scroll through real quick.
All right. Well, on the end, we have Imperious on Thor, D-Block on Hercules, Lee on Ganesh, Soren on Changa, and Tyner 57 on Scotty, his default pick from what I can tell. On the side of Cuddly, we have... what?
We've got Cuddly himself, the ADC on Izanami. We've got Riken, I'm just going to call him Nice though, because it's easier, on Face Roll Easy Bologna. We've got Jin Tao 420 rocking that hot Odin support. I'm going to check and see if he has a different build. Yeah, he's going with a smarter build than the last Odin support we saw did. O Gambler rocking the Awelix, and MK Snipes going for a T2 Thoth start on this Vulcan here in mid. That's some good early aggression between T2 Thoth Vulcan and Awelix.
Oh, that's going to be some great aggression. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes out here.
Ooh, a poor misplay out of the carry for the end, accidentally wasting beads. You can see the cooldown going on. 142 seconds. We'll see if that makes any sort of impact on the game.
I mean, Izanami doesn't really have any hard CC. It will be the Odin, but the Odin doesn't have any. Has a slow with his spin, but he doesn't have to worry about that until level 2 to 3. It looks like they're going to go for their red buff right out the bat.
Yeah, starting with Boombas is the Scotty. It looks like Team Cuddly planning a counter invade.
Interesting.
Both dual lanes spotting each other. A little bit of action going on. Some poke. Both teams gonna go to lane. Not sure how to react in this situation. Headed to the mid lane. Lots of poke coming out on Imperious. Waves being cleared in the way of Cuddly right now. Looks like buffs are gonna go their way. Awelix taking a lot of poke. The end might contest these.
Probably not, from the way it looks right now.
No, instead going to go for the red.
Playing it smart and safe here. They don't want to give Cuddly the chance.
Having 4 people over here, the side of Cuddly's dual lane might get caught out after the end hits level 2 here. Cuddly completely unaware that they're at red, going straight for the purple. Not hitting 2, but he's still going to be safe. Very, very lucky. Those T1 boots making a huge impact over the Scotty that one boot was. Izanami Invis looking to aggress instead, just going for the purple as the jungle and mid are back in mid lane. Awelix securing her own speed now. That's level 3 for the mid lane on Cuddly's team.
Soren and Imperious,
but being spot out by the mid and jungle, able to secure the kill or secure the buff. My bad. Forced the beads to not take the root, catching the double knockup. Imperious gonna hammer away. Soren left behind a little bit, taking a bit more Awelix poke. Good immune. Other steps not gonna do any damage. Oracle's looking like they're gonna go the way of Cuddly here.
This is apparently Cuddly's a team that's screamed against both you and the end, right?
Yes, that's true.
And from your own personal experience, what kind of team are they? Are they an aggressive team, a passive team? Or is this a whole new team we're seeing tonight?
Almost first blood, right? This is nothing that I've seen from Cuddly before. Usually they play really passive, just counter invade. This time they're looking to aggress with this Vulcan, with his early damage starting this Awelix.
So we're seeing a whole new strategy here, which is great.
Yeah.
This is what we want to see in the league. We want to see close, good fights. And from what I can tell, this is going to be a long, long fight. Both teams fighting to the best of their ability here. Over in solo lane, let's take a look at the Bologna. Fighting the Hercules. Hercules with that sustain. Bologna with the raw damage. Who do you think is going to win that lane?
Now that the blue has been stripped away from the Hercules, Bologna hands down.
Wait, when did they steal the blue? Oh, Gambler looking pretty low here.
Felix stole the blue. Oh, Gambler has him backed. He's pulling one out of the Book of Dawn and One more camp. I'll get the sustain. I can go fight, and he's gonna end up dead if he doesn't back, which he does. So I'm proud of him.
Good job for him. Oh, and Hercules knocking Bologna into tower. Bologna having to ult out.
Good plays out of Hercules. Good counter plays out of Bologna. Really lucky that he had that ult up, or else it could have been bad news.
Definitely. And Hercules is now on level 5. Gonna have that boulder. Why do you think the end didn't let the
with the pressure?
Why do you think the end didn't ban out the Bologna? Do you think that they were confident in their solo lane's ability to beat back a Bologna?
I was just gonna say, I guess they presume that they could shut it down, but at the same time, if they're gonna open-handedly let the Bologna through, I would have preferred to see something like a Nem or a Mercury out of the side of BM's jungle instead of the Thor that he's so comfortable on. That being said,
yeah.
It is a strong comfort pick for him.
And it's something that you can't really ban without just cause. I mean, you can hope to deal with it game 1, really. And if you can find a way to deal with him game 1, then you can, you know, safely ignore it. But if you can't ignore it, then you have to ban it game 2.
Right now, no death coming out of him. It's not looking that bad, but he's getting out-farmed and out-secured on these buffs by the jungler from the side of Cuddly, taking these speed buffs without much fight. Dunk coming out of Imperious, 1v3 right now. He's just going to do some damage and get out, it looks like.
And that's what Thor is known to do, dunk and get out. Is he going to try to start something, perhaps?
He's also really good at engage. Alt's coming out here, good invuln saving Changa from a lot of damage. Vulcan ult off the mark. Looks like Team Cuddly is just going to walk away here.
Pretty much. If you think about the Vulcan ult is really most valuable in a team fight when you have your teammates around you to zone them into the ult. Otherwise, if you're just ulting to secure kills, 9 times out of 10 you won't get it, in my opinion. What do you say? What do you have to say on that matter?
I have to say it depends on the player. I know my support and myself both play a pretty mean Vulcan. Our B team plays a pretty mean Vulcan, and Vulcan close range kill secure. Granted, they can dodge, but if you make some hot reads, some hot predictions, that's an easy kill. Vulcan getting pressured out, same with the Awilix, very low here. Thor not having enough health to tower dive, even with the sustain from the Changa. Vulcan's gonna go to head to tier 2 and back here. Gambler, sorry, going to these back harps to sustain up a bit. The side of the end not being able to spot it out, instead just going over to solo to see buffs that aren't there is Imperious. Changa gonna take the solo wave as he gets the backs, making sure he gets some farm for missed rotation. Tyner getting poked out and soloed by Subby for the first blood.
I didn't see it, man.
I didn't either. I switched over last second because I saw his health bar getting really low. I'm guessing it was just a lot of burst. If we go take a look at the fight chart real quick, Izanami's ult is in fact down. I think it was a trade of ults and Cuddly just got the better end of it. Izanami being
doesn't she counter it?
Counter to Scotty in a way or so with the double proc autos on the dog.
And they're gonna have to watch out for this left tower. Looking at Izanami has full tier boots, but that double basic is still pretty nasty. And
opting to go straight for the passive and get some shred off. It's a decent chunk, not too much. Going into this jungle, I don't agree with. Placing a ward down is
going right through them. That's pretty ballsy there.
That was incredibly sneaky, and he's gonna get out. Good plays out of Cuddly. Really, really good with that invis and spatial awareness. 3 people in right lane, 4 people in left on the side of the end. This looks like it might be an early Gold Fury call.
Looking for that Gold Fury.
Just gonna walk past it.
And we see that red buff go down.
Maybe not enough wards, maybe not enough good enough call out by the Hercules. That was an easy Gold Fury. They're starting it really late now. Jintao could easily collapse and get himself a kill here.
Are they? Is that what they're hoping for? Is my question here. Looking for that guy to go in.
The hot bait.
That's what they were looking for, and that's the kill for Imperious. So there you go. They started it late on purpose. We saw them group up, but maybe their shot caller, whoever called the shots there, was like, I think we should just wait for this guy to come in. They're going to know we're there.
They just want this bait multiple times over. They just want to keep baiting them in, get a pick, and get out. Half health and Lee Sheen.
Imperious.
At the front line. Side of Cuddly's just gonna get out. Double tap slightly off the mark. All coming out from Lee. All coming out from Imperious. Imperious takes to the sky. Silence the Wheelix with no escape. Thor coming down off the mark. Ults out of Cuddly. A Wheelix. Tyner's gonna be the one to go down out of all of them. Just mayhem over in this duo lane. Subby's team getting the better end out of it with the rotate from Bologna. 2 down so far. Imperious in a bad spot, out of mana, going down to MK Snipes. 3 for the side of Cuddly. That's a 4-1 game.
That's huge, and that's going to be the Gold Fury.
Cuddly. I don't know if it's going to be the Gold Fury or not.
Sword.
On the way back.
Sword, no way Sword can contest it. He used his ult in the early stages of that fight. I mean, he might have it up, but there's no way it will secure the Gold Fury.
Gold Fury being shredded. Very, very low. It's going to be close. Nope. Secured by Cuddly. That is a huge lead very early off of one bad play.
4K gold to Cuddly.
If he just could have hit that dunk.
That was the first time I've ever seen Imperious miss a dunk. First time I've seen it.
That might have gone better. That dunk just being too off the mark. It's going to come back to haunt them if they don't turn it around with this gold lead.
And that's 4K. Once you get past that 5K mark, it starts to go into the danger zone.
Okay. Hercules looking to make the rotation here. Oh, Odin jumping and being pulled back into the side of the end. Not gonna make it out. Soren able to secure the kill.
Good job by him. The Hercules are going to waste. They're not even gonna hit the Vulcan. I mean the Odin there.
Sadly, it was not just a little bit off the mark. I can say for myself, as someone who plays Hercules quite a bit in casuals, at least. Ult's not always the easiest to hit, especially after that knee. The displacement might even confuse yourself a little bit. That being said, Tyler getting soloed by Cuddly. Very, very low health trade, but Cuddly being able to take the advantage.
Izanami counters. Izanami counters him so hard because she double hits Holder.
Counters Scotty.
Because she
Rushing
double
crit
hits.
is the Izanami after getting a Nicovel online. There was a trade in mid I wasn't paying attention to.
Unfortunately, looks like this Bologna letting them get this Bologna is going to come back and haunt them.
Oh yeah, she is aggressing right now. All the way at the enemy's red buff, stripping her away. 3 people deep. No one able to contest it. Looks like they might even try to... Hercules driving strike out of position.
What is he
Golden
doing?
Cage coming out, but incoming Lee. Incoming Imperious dunk. At least I thought so. There it is. They're all really low levels and really low health. This is a bad fight. Tyler able to pick up the Vulcan. The Bologna able to pick up Thor. Another kill for the solo lane that shouldn't have ever gotten through.
I don't know what they were thinking with these bans here. But they cut. I mean, they were.
A bad spot.
I mean, they were tailoring a bit, but it didn't go as planned.
Oh man, a great Wheelix knock up onto Tyler, able to ult him and take him out of the fight entirely.
Oh, Gambler.
Lee looking like he's gonna be the next to go down. Oh, a good stun out of Changa, saving both the support and her own life. At least for now. Oh, Gambler going around looking for Lee Bologna on the other side. Cuddly coming in the back line and picking up another kill for himself. 4-0 for the carry. Hungry for that elephant, but he's going to be chased off by a Hercules.
Don't you know they're endangered?
Hercules ulting in mid lane just to secure no tower damage and get back to his lane, so I presume. Maybe just some fast farm.
I know sometimes I just ult the wave because I don't want to deal with it. And he lost his tower too.
Really?
Unbeknownst to us.
Really smart play coming out of Cuddly's team here. Able to pick up the Thor once more. Go secure their own speed buff and maybe even this portal demon. Really good team play out of Cuddly. They seem to have been playing together a lot more since the last game we played with them.
And what do you think went wrong in the early game for the end here?
Bologna.
So the ban phase.
I think she was I think she was able to make rotations and they were able to out-secure kills, which led the early snowball. That early Gold Fury push, giving them 3 kills. The Gold Fury putting them about 4K in the lead. It's just been kind of downhill since then. The end, by no means out of this fight yet, having a great late game comp between the Scotty, which just got soloed by Izanami again, putting her on a rampage. But between the Scotty, the Chang'e, and the Thor, who just
the Thor landing
returned the kill on the
good job. Good thing I was watching that.
Down Izanami.
Oh yeah, gotta stop her from getting hit. She will melt any tower she leaves her hand on if she can get ahead like that. And she has the pen. She has the crit already. Why would you go poison? Never mind. She has no Poison pen. Star.
She does have Poison Star.
Ichigo has pen.
Poison Star?
No, I don't like Poison Star.
I don't agree with Poison Star either.
I like Wind Demon.
He should have gotten Rage here.
I think I like Wind Demon personally, just because of that attack speed and that you're double hitting, and I think you can crit on your way back as well. I'm not sure.
You can as well, but it does less damage.
Yeah, but it's still the attack speed is still a thing for melting towers and objectives.
MK Snipes looking like he's gonna be caught out here. Not a lot of synergy out of the side at the end. Able to secure the kill, but a lot of failed interactions with the Hercules knockup and the Chang'e stun.
I haven't seen the Phantom. I mean the Phantom. That's what it's called. The Phantom. Why has no one had Phantom yet? We have a Herc level 12. We have Ganesh is level 10. But I mean, really, I want to see at least 2 on the team. You know.
Everyone who needs it has an escape except the Scotty and the Chang'e.
That's right, because Ganesh can go through everything.
Get out. Yeah,
that's right, because it's a player-made obstacle, and they call out this Bellona coming up behind. Bellona with the cudgel.
Getting pulled the good beads. A lot of ults going on. I'm in super slow motion, so I can't really.
I'm seeing it. They're chasing them down. The end is retreat, but Imperius coming in. Oh, Cuddly with the double kill. Tyner ulting. Why is he ulting?
Nye is able to secure one in the background. He was trying to save his own life, I'm pretty sure. Second Gold Fury of the game looking like it's going to go the way of Cuddly. Not realizing there's a Bellona behind him. Or an Awilix behind him, my bad. Tyner taking a lot of damage. Lee going to go down to MK Snipes. Tyner being chased into this tier 1 by the Odin and the Bellona. Going down to the Odin. This support has a lot of kills to his name.
I don't know if that's a supporter or a solo laner at this point. But the gold difference now about 8,000, about to reach that over 9,000 mark where we make the
about
pun.
To get that T1, yeah. Vegeta would be proud.
Vegeta is proud of me. That's my new saying. But talking about Saiyans, this Bellona just getting stronger by the minute.
Oh yeah. She must have been close to death a couple of times if we're still going off Dragon Ball humor.
I'm assuming, yeah. I mean, there's a few times where she just came in, got half health, and then was able to get away because she's, you know, Bellona. But the knockup...
Way, her and Cuddly are going off right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jin coming in. Bird bomb off the mark, looking for this cage, silenced out. They could get to tower. Cuddly able to secure with the ult. A good ult coming out of Lee for a bit of zone, but it's not going to be enough. Imperius with a nice dunk, able to secure O-Gambler and do lots of damage to the team of Cuddly. Bellona diving, Cuddly picking up a triple. Tyler coming in, and he's going to not be able to pick off Cuddly. Such little health. Thor able to get it with one swing. He's going to go down here, though.
Imperius shutting down Cuddly again.
He's trying, but there's only so much he can do. Imperius being the only one above 2 kills on their team.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what went wrong here. Like the end, they're a great team. They have great communication. We've all seen them fight to the best of their abilities. But what happened in this game? Was it just the Bellona? Like legitimately just the Bellona that ruled it?
Bellona through the Odin's a good counter to 2 of their gods. Ganesh doesn't exactly have the peel that they might require to get a Bellona and an Awilix off of a Chang'e or a Thor, or in Tyler's case, since he's been catching the brutal end of the solo, just wasn't enough early pressure for him to get the upper hand on this Izanami.
The Izanami was just last pick, so they probably thought, hey, you know, Tyler locked in like within the first top 3, right? And his counterpart locked in the last 2. So they must have premeditated that counter there. Tyner
Oh yeah,
Scotty is
it's just a
pretty good,
counter pick.
but the Izanami is his counter there. I'm gonna be interested see how he does in game 2. If he's gonna go Scotty again, or if they're just gonna ban
Vulcan's in a
Izanami.
bad spot right now, or is he just juking in between the solo lane and the jungle? He's getting a lot of damage off, but taking a lot in return. Forced to bracer here. He's gonna try and juke him back high. Tyner's just gonna let him go after, or not Tyner. Imperius is just gonna let him go after missing the double tap. Imperius going to the sky. Oh, Gambler already picking up the Chonga in mid. Imperius with the dunk onto the Vulcan.
Missing.
Able to secure the kill with the double tap. A wheel exalted. Oh, a great silence coming out to negate the damage of the wheel exalt. Still able to pick up the kill as Gambler. Janato able to pick up a kill on Tyler, and the side of Cuddly's gonna aggress down this mid lane. That making some hot peels though.
That Wheelix is gonna have to be addressed next ban phase. She's doing too good not to be.
Cuddly able to make another pick. Let's talk about Cuddly, the 11-2 carry.
He went off this game. I don't know what happened. I've never seen him play like this.
Cuddly making some big plays. I don't even think it was just the fact of getting fed early. He is all over this game. 11-2-6. That is 17 of the team's 26 kills.
Gotta be involved.
Carry's hands. What the carry? This meta dictates sitting in lane farming, getting late game, and then team fighting. He is, at 19 minutes in, over half of this team's kills. 5 or so being solos on his opponent.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. All I can say is that next game they're going to have to adjust the Izanami and the Wheelix. The Vulcan has a presence, but so does the Odin, but they could be dealt with comparatively.
Are they going to let the Bellona through again?
I don't think the Bellona will be ignored. I don't think the Bellona will ever be ignored again.
I think they can pick up the Wheelix and indirectly counter the Izanami. Izanami's not going to want to use the escape if
I believe that the first pick went to the the first pick went to Cuddly because they're blue. Yeah, so that means they can either let the Bellona through again and pick it up for their solo laner, or if their solo laner is so confident in his abilities, they can say you're going to go Bellona anyways because she's Bellona.
He shouldn't be confident in his abilities to take a Bellona after this Bellona 6-0-10 has been able to make such good rotations and steamroll this team so hard. Cuddly looking like he's gonna solo this Gold Fury as a fight breaks out on the right side of the map.
I think I heard Imperius ulting.
Imperius did ult. He's coming down on O Gambler, getting some damage off and trying to get out.
Getting out there pretty cleanly.
Do a little bit of poke. Jintao and Nice chasing. Imperius forced to beat this low, going through the wall with the hammer. He's out. A good zone ult out of the Ganesh, able to keep people in the cage, not wanting to slow in the damage. Izanami just opted to split push here.
No, Soren. Oh. Izanami, sliver of health. One basic would have killed her. Subly killing, just straight out killing the Soren with an ultimate, just like half health to nothing. This Cuddly has gotten out of hand here.
Tyler forced to run away from this Bellona with a speed buff around his waist. Level 14 ADC as compared to the level 19 monstrosity that is Cuddly's Izanami right now.
How do you deal with that? I mean, Nemean Lionhide, perhaps, but you'd lose out on your power.
I respect the team that is the end. The way you deal with this 12-2 Izanami right now, you F6 and get on to game 2. They are now 11k behind. Tyner getting dropped again by a nice Vulcan ult. Imperius trying to get off that damage, get a solid pick, but he's gonna go down for it. Looks like good escape with the double tap.
And looking at the end, we see that Chang'e is actually the only one with Phantom. I'm surprised to see that she's the one to get it, and not Tyner.
I mean, she needs to get herself out of it, and at this point it doesn't matter what Tyner gets. He's just gonna go down like Imperius here to the Wheelix ult, followed by one more basic. A good Bellona ult, Odin jump combo, Lee trying to zone, but Cuddly's in there to get autos. 13 for himself on another killing spree. Lee,
that Izanami just earned herself a ban spot when you play Cuddly there.
Oh my goodness, a double kill for the Izanami.
I don't know what to say. This game one went out of control. The combination of Bologna and the Izanami here. The Awilix, just the icing on top of all that. 4-2. She's not as disruptive as I pictured, but she's been doing the damage that's required compared to the Izanami. Looking at the damage, Izanami's on 22,000. She's about 8k ahead of anyone else in the game at this moment in time. How do you...
The team of Cuddly really being able to come in here and say, you know your counter picks, but we're not scared of them.
I mean, the End and Cuddly have been our scrimming partners here. So I feel like they've been planning. They've been planning for a while now. They've played the End, and I don't think Cuddly's the type of team that's dumb. They're Cuddly Lions, so I guess they're still technically predators, even if they're Cuddly. They have a plan of attack, and they're gonna go for it. The jugular. And they shut down Imperius this game, so we're probably not gonna see the Imperius
the
ban.
of this team was probably Imperius.
Imperius
or Tyler.
Yeah, Imperius.
1-9 on that Scotty.
Every time we've seen the End do bad, Tyner has either A, been the shining hope, or it's been Lee just peeling people off, trying to get them back in the game. So really, by shutting down Lee,
as I said, that Ganesh not having much peel, just having good a good silence, able to lock targets down. But other than that, he can't really try an enemy like the Izanami, who's just been backlining these poor squishies. Not really having the ability to shut down his lead.
Looking at some action over there in the jungle. Or something is gonna happen here soon.
Big right lane push. The End trying to make one final stand. It looks like keep this last tower standing. Tyler making a late rotate, hoping that him and Thor can catch out this Awilix. Cuddly making an even later rotate as MK Snips manages to pick up the kill on Soren. Lee going down. Imperius coming down off the mark on Cuddly. Bologna able to secure the kill on Lee. Tyler getting blown up by a bird bomb. Subby securing the kill on Hercules. Tyler getting soloed by the Odin in the back line. Imperius getting off some good poke, but he's too is gonna fall. The right tower goes down. It's a Phoenix push.
And that's a Dia side.
Game one.
At 25
Soren
minutes.
In 8 seconds, may be able to make a stand, but it looks like game one is gonna go the way of Cuddly's team.
Now, what advice would you have to the End or to either team really?
If you're gonna let Bologna through, pick a jungler more accustomed to handle her. I get that Thor might be a comfort pick, but a jungler, say like a Nem or like a Hoonbot, someone who when Bologna engages, she doesn't want to stay and fight at of risk of that hard counter engage. It just crumbled. Bologna was able to make rotates and she was able to pick up kills.
Alright, and that's been game one, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come back to you shortly here with game two. For now, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll restart the stream up when the game starts, so stand by.